Alright, so I have the piece set in my milling machine, the vise is tightened down. What I did to level this is I just took a level. I don't really need this to be perfect, I just wanted it to be close. So I set the level here, made sure where the bubble was at. My mill is not perfectly level where it's at. I still need to redo the bases on it to tighten them up, because no matter what I do right now, it always cants to the side. So I set the level here, check where the bubble is at, then move the level on top and got them matched up. And then I had a 1/2 inch end mill in here, and I dropped it down. This section here is a 1/2 inch long, this flat taper section. So I brought the 1/2 inch end mill down, and it looks like it's touching perfectly all the way across that flat. So it should be at the same angle as that taper there. I have it centered up, left to right. I just need to find center. And what I meant to do, how I find center on something like this, is I put one of my parallels in, tighten it down, hit the edge of it, and that way I know this inside surface, take half the measurement there, and good to go. But I completely forgot to do that. So what I'm going to do to find the edge, I'm going to take one of my small little parallels, and I'm going to see if I can just clamp it on here onto the end and hit off that edge so that I can get the dead center left to right. The other thing you could do on something like this is you've got a center point here that you can see really clearly, and you could put a drill bit in and drop it down, just eyeball it. For something like this, it doesn't have to be real precise, but I'd rather have it closer than not. So let me get stuff set up here, and we'll locate center. Alright, I've got my little parallel here, just clamped, loose. It's not like this is going to exert a whole lot of pressure on it. This should get me close enough. That's zeroed there. Needs to go to 50. That puts us even with the edge. That's a 1/2 inch edge finder. And then this part is 0.320 or 1.320. So I need to go 0.66. So 660 thousandths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 60. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Take my backlash out, and that should be dead center. Alright, get my tools set up for drilling and bring you back. Alright, got my medium-sized chuck set up here. Make sure my vise is closed down nice and tight, and we're going to punch this hole here real quick. we're gonna tap this 3/8 16, and that is a 5/16 drill bit is the tap drill, and I had one and I set it down somewhere so I wouldn't forget it, and I forgot it, so let me find it and I'll be back. Alright, here it is. I found it. That first stab myself in the hand. Let's see how she drills. And I need to slow my spindle down. I'm spinning way too fast. Alright, I'll step it down to 600 RPM. That should hopefully do a little bit better. Let's see, did I burn my tip up in here or what? Because it's not cutting at all now. Yep. Alright, let me get another drill bit or sharpen this one, I'll be back. Alright, new drill bit. Hopefully this one will go through here without a problem. It looks like a brand new tip. I don't know if it's ever even been used. I should be getting close to hitting that hole in the bottom there. I want to get a little bit more cutting fluid in there. This hole doesn't need to be really deep, it's just going to be the handle. What I'm going to do, I'm going to drill it, and then I'm going to come in here with the 1/2" end mill and just flatten that area off. The handle I'm going to make it out of a piece of 1/2" steel, so that way it'll seat down flush and there won't be anything sticking out. All the way into the bottom of that hole, punch through the other hole for the stud on the compound. Let me grab my my tap here, and I'll be right back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the machine on, power feed it down just a little ways, loosen the chuck up, and then take it the rest of the way by hand. Alright, and that part is done. That's tapped all the way down to the bottom there. Switch this around to a collet, and I'll bring you back to just flatten that shoulder off with the end mill. Alright, and all we're going to do here is just basically touch it until it's flat. And that's it. That just put it about a 1/16 of an inch from the shortest part on the side here down. That way when I screw the handle in, the handle will sit flush against there inside this edge. Alright, here's the material I'm going to make the handle out of. I'm just going to knock just face it off really quick. Since I've already got everything set at 45 degrees, I don't want to have to reset. But this is ready to go as it sits. $375, that'll work. Alright, I'm gonna reset my compound and everything to get ready to cut the threads on there. So I'm gonna shut off the camera and I'm gonna relieve, set everything up, and then I'm gonna relieve everything. Alright, I have everything set now. I'm gonna make my first little scratch pass here and check it with my thread gauge and see if everything's set right. That's set right. My oil over here. That's the fit up I wanted. No gap and no gap. And I've got just a little bit of room inside of here. I don't know how well that's going to show up on the camera, but I've got a little bit more room in the bottom of that hole. Now to figure out how long I want this and part the other end. Alright, I've got the piece marked where I'm going to cut it. I just kind of held it up and used a Sharpie on it. I'm going to part it off here, and then I'm just going to tap it half 13. I actually happen to have a little plastic handle that's tapped half 13. That'll fit perfectly. And it won't look totally hackish. There we go. Here we have our handle, and nut. Let me get this old piece off and we'll do a test fit. Alright, here we are. That's locked completely out there. Most of the cutting I do is going to be here. If I absolutely have to, I could move it out, tighten it, and then just pull the handle off. But let's see. didn't do too bad. I'm getting the angles similar here. A little bit off, but not enough that it bothers me in the slightest. I am ecstatic about this. No more having to grab a wrench. It is going to be awesome.